What is up, people? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna be doing a Minecraft series because I have been asked to by a friend of mine to do a series that is informational, I guess. I'm gonna be having doing a Minecraft series based on the fact that some people still don't know how to play Minecraft, and if they want to know how to play Minecraft, this is a good way to kind of find out. So, as for starters, we're going to be going on normal, randomly generated world. We're going to be doing survival. We're going to do it on normal difficulty. We're going to have a starting map, but if you're beginning, if you're starting the game for the first time, I would advise using the bonus chest, but I have played this game for many years, I am not going to. Multiplayer is off, so no one randos can join me, and yeah, let's get into it. So this is the Microsoft edition, which comes with every console, mainly. There is a Java edition, but it only is available on PC. Now I'm on PlayStation 4 at the moment, so it's the only one I can use. The first thing you do is really you get some logs, you punch a tree. Normally the first achievement you would get in any Minecraft game, unless you've got the chest, like the bonus chest, and then at that point you should easily be able to get a tree. It normally spawns an axe in there, or a pickaxe or something. Right, so we got some wood. So what we're going to do is make, actually I'm going to turn this off. What we're going to do is make a crafting table of the wood. So each log makes 4 planks. What we're going to do is make a crafting table out of 4 log planks. Not log planks, wood planks. Now what we're going to do from here is make some sticks from the wood that we got earlier. But if you make some more wood, you make some sticks if you put them above each other like this. You can do this in the normal thing, it doesn't matter what size it is, sticks are just used for 2 blocks. It does not matter. What I'm going to do now is make some more wood. That is not how you do it. Make some more wood, and then we're going to make a wooden pickaxe. Because the first thing I'm going to do is get some stone, or cobblestone. So, looks like there's some places over there, so we're going to go and grab that. Now, this is probably going to be in a playlist where all like kid-friendly stuff. I'm going to be doing a lot of games with my friends, probably cursing quite often or swearing, so I will advise you not to go in that section if you're a child. But if you are, then ask your parents. I don't really know what else you could do. Like, you're not really allowed to be listening to that type of stuff anyway. So what we're going to do now is making a new axe out of stone. So like most crafting recipes, the crafting table is the main thing you go to when making anything, mainly, unless you have something like sticks you want to make or torches. Now sticks, as I showed you, were just 2 wood planks, one above the other, these ones. 2 wooden planks, one on top of the other. That makes 4 sticks at a time. As I said, I'm going to be making a axe. It doesn't matter which size you make it, as long as it has this pattern and the sticks are in the middle, like so. Next we're going to be making some more sticks, and we're going to be making a We're making a sword, so we're gonna put that there. Now a sword is a bit different because all you need. Okay, I'm not doing this. All we need is a 2 stone or cobblestone, and we're gonna put 1 stick at the bottom. We don't need 3, just the 1, and that would make a sword. And that's good for killing animals and dangerous mobs like creepers, zombies, or skeletons. Now, next thing to do is find some sheep, because sheep are good for making beds. If you don't have a bed, you can't sleep at night, and if you can't sleep at night, you get attacked by creatures such as zombies, skeletons, and creepers. So I found a sheep. There we go, there's one. Chicken in. I'll kill you. There we go. That chicken is donezoed. There's a cow over there. So what I'm doing now is just harvesting some animals for food, so that I can cook it up later and then not worry about food later. It's always a good thing to have food on you, just in case you need it. Now what you need is 3 wool per bed. Normally if you kill a sheep it drops 1 wool, unless you have the enchant looting on your sword. I'm slow. You can eat raw mutton, steak and pork, or rabbit I think, but you cannot eat chicken because it will give you the poison buff, or debuff I should say, and that will cause your hunger bar to go down considerably fast. You do not want that, and if you don't have hunger then you have to wait until the hunger goes away. So do not eat raw chicken, just like real life, do not eat raw chicken, it's bad for you. Looks like there's an ice biome over there, so I'm going to head over that direction. Now every mob drops XP in this game, like mostly any RPG game, survival game, anything really. Now normal surface mobs do not drop a lot. What we're going to find later, actually is just over here, is probably some biomes that have coal on the surface. Now they're very useful if you want to find coal for torches or for cooking up food. Coal is probably the best thing for you early game if you want to be cooking food or making torches to light up an area. So if I travel over to here, now sugarcane is very useful late game, so I would advise picking it up whenever you can. Sugarcane makes paper, and paper is good for making books. Books can be turned into bookshelves, and then that could be used for a enchantment table. As I said earlier, you can put looting on a sword, but that's one of the ways that you can put looting on your sword. Okay, so this type of biome, it seems to have gravel literally surfacing it. Now normally there is stone covering this whole entire area, maybe some patches of grass here and there, but it's normally stone, or maybe andesite, which is a different type of mineral that you can find in this game. Now if you're on console, you can jump and hit, but on the newer versions of the game you can't do that because there's a new type of fighting system. Make some more wood. I could have picked up some earlier. Gonna make a crafting table once again. That was really bad. There we go. And then we're going to make a bed quickly before the mobs spawn. So at night time, as I said, mobs spawn. You cannot fight them normally at early game, especially on either hard or normal mode. Easy mode is quite easy, as it kind of implies, but it's still better to have a bed at night so you can sleep through it. There we go. Mobs and stuff have spawned and they are dying from the sunlight. Ow! Okay, there we go. Now these guys normally give you a bit more XP, but it is crucial not to go after them when you have no armor or anything. Now, as long as you've picked up your crafting table and your bed, you should be fine to sleep anywhere in the world. Your bed is set as a spawn point if you die any part of your journey. See, here we go, so here's some coal. Now I'm going to take out my pickaxe. Now I'm going to use up this pickaxe because you don't really want to waste anything. But if you have better equipment that you want to switch to straight away, wooden stuff can be used as a fuel to be burned in a furnace later on. Aha! That's what I was looking for. Now, one of the better things that you can spawn next to is a village, like these structures over here. These consist of villagers, which you can do trades with for emeralds. Emeralds are a very rare resource. They spawn, I can't remember, but there's a biome that you can find that spawns them quite often. Now, villages have had an update lately where they spawn, I presume, more frequently because they're able to spawn within all biomes now. They have farms which you can loot if you would like, which wheat can be used for bread in this case, so I'm going to make some bread. Now you can kill these guys, but they are very well armed normally. They have an iron golem. You can have all the seeds back. There we go. He took the seeds and he's probably going to plant them down again. Now, these houses are quite odd. I just realised you were there. These houses are a bit odd. They're on a bit of a weird spawn. That's what I was looking for. Emeralds. Now, emeralds can be found within chests like this in villages. They're medium rarity. They spawn quite often in villages if you find the right chest. It isn't always the same chest, but it's nice to look around to see if you have any chests around. Now this is quite a big village and there's carrots as well. See, there's an iron golem. Iron golems will send you up into the air. You really can't do a lot about that. And again, this is something we need. This is called a stone cutter. Now if you have stone or cobblestone that you want to shape into stairs or something like that, you can. Now this here is a blacksmith forge. I'm going to take his furnaces. Now blacksmiths you always have to look out for within a village because they give you iron stuff. Now iron stuff isn't as rare, but it is very helpful to find, especially when you are just looking around and you've only just started the game. Now again, I could upgrade this instantly, but I'm not going to at the moment because I don't need to. What I'm going to do is take his chest, because that is very helpful for later on when I want to build my own house. These guys have bells. If you ring the bells, they will all run inside, I'm sure. Yep, that one went inside. Now bells are for, so that guy's gone, that guy's running. Bells are for pillagers. Pillagers are like evil villagers that just want to ruin the village's day. They take all their, well, they kill them all and take all their stuff. It's just not fun for the villagers. See, what I would do is take a bell and leave them with one, if there is two to take, because then you have a doorbell, which I will probably use later. Do something with carrots. Oh no, I don't have any room. So I can drop this black wall. This is not as much carrots as I thought I would get, but Yoink. Now this, again, is quite good for later on. If you want horses, horses can be healed on hay if they are standing on it for a long period of time. Well, that's the only way horses, if you have one, that's the only way they can heal. I, again, need to throw something out my inventory. Now, inventory needs to be kind of empty when you're doing what I'm doing, is looking around, exploring, but that's what the chests are for and what they're going to come into later on. There is, and again, as I said, emeralds spawn quite often. Potatoes, okay, so we got all the vegetables and all the stuff we can grow later on. Now I'm thinking about building a base around here. Now half a bar of hunger should do you fine for running. If you go below that, you cannot run anymore. It's trying to replicate the tiredness that you would get if you have run out of stamina. Come here. Now again, as I said, if you jump and hit, it does a crit hit. That's what the little stars come off them are, like that. Now if you are really bad at the game like me and miss constantly, then you're not going to get anywhere. And what I haven't been doing is probably getting loads of wood, because what I'm going to need later on is probably a lot of wood to make my little house. Now you can make your house any way you would like. It really doesn't matter. It is your building after all. You choose what you would like it to be. But what I'm going to do is probably my normal routine. It's a little shack, probably about 5 by 6 long, and it would look quite nice. Now the only way to really sleep in this game is wait until the sun hits the horizon, but because of this hill here, you cannot see the horizon. So you have to wait until the sun has gone down low enough. As it says on the side of my screen there, it says respawn point set. You can only sleep at night. Now that's a message that normally tells you if you cannot sleep. Sun starts another day, and you can see it slowly climbing up the screen as the day progresses. And what I'm going to do before I eat this is make a smoker. Now a smoker is very useful. Put them down. Put my crafting table down. Hello. Oh, that's a problem. So what we're going to need for a smoker, which cooks food faster, and it only cooks food, is some wood logs. Now wood logs, again, come with every single tree. You can plant a sapling and that grows naturally. You don't need to do anything to it. You can use bone meal, which comes from bones if you kill skeletons. You can use them to make the growth faster, but at this stage in the game I do not have any. And what I want to do is put that there, and then I think it's all 4. Why has it done that? Like that. See, and I made a smoker. So you put the furnace in the middle, 4 log or oak logs, any log really, around the outside. What I'm going to do is put 2 of the coal that I've got in here. I'm going to cook up all of this beef that I've got here. Now as you can see, it's pretty fast. Normally it would take half as long to cook 1 piece of beef in a furnace. So bearing in mind this is a very easy thing to make, and it speeds up your thingy. Speeds up your cooking. Grab this. As you can see, it's definitely useful to get some meat. Meat is very, very useful in this game. There is other foods that you don't have to eat meat, but in my case, I do not mind if I do. Now, next order of business. I'm going to put down these chests to put all my stuff in. So if you crouch by pressing in the right analog stick, the one where you look around, you press that inwards, you are crouching on the top left corner of the screen there. You can kind of see yourself. Now, crouching, you can jump, but crouching does not allow you to fall off blocks. Very useful, again, later on in game. What I'm going to do is go into here, dump all my stuff into this chest. Now if you press triangle or Y, depending on the console that you're playing, it transfers the items that you're hovering over into the nearest space that it would, it can go into. So if I'm pressing Y or triangle, it goes straight in. Now I'm going to do this to everything that I've got at the moment, and then I'm going to sort out my inventory. So what I'm going to do is have my food over this side. You can do it however you like. I normally put all of my tools and stuff this side so that I don't get all mixed around. Now again, I'm probably going to use this as fuel now that I can. I'm going to put this one down on top of here. It doesn't matter where this one goes. I have more food to cook. I'm going to put this in here. So what I'm going to do next is probably make a... I've got an iron one. I will keep that for later on because you're going to need it for a different type of material. I'm going to take 3 cobblestone and 2 sticks. I normally keep all the sticks on me just in case. Now I'm going to go into my crafting table here. Got 3 cobblestone at the top, 2 sticks like that. Now this again is the main crafting for a pickaxe. The same for an axe is always going to be like that. A hoe, if you want to do some farming, is going to be 2 at the top, and a shovel is 1 at the top with 2 sticks. Now a sword again is like that. You put 2 stone. But I need to make a pickaxe. I keep doing that. There we go. Now I have all stone tools, even though it's cobblestone. What I'm gonna do... Oh, hello. Now this is a spider. They're quite big in this game, but do not worry. At daytime they are harmless. And they're very easy to take out. Now as I said, if you jump and hit, it does a crit hit, which normally takes a lot of the health from the enemy players as well. Here we go, I've got some more wood. Now I think up here is a good place to put my house. There's a water source just over there. Yeah. I'll be back when my house is... well, when I've got all the materials for my house. Right guys, so it is the next day and I've got about a stack and a half. A stack would be considered about 64 blocks, as it is the max amount you would get in anything really. I think all blocks stack up to 64, and that is the max you could probably go into. It is now the next day. I've only just slept. So what we're going to start off with is the house. What we're going to do is get rid of all this here. And what we're going to do is kind of build it off of this bit here, as it's going to be next to a wall. It's not going to be, as I said, it's not going to be big. This is going to be my 6th side. It's going to be my 5 side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Build that there. Now, you don't have to make it look fancy, but I like to make it look at least a little realistic. Even though this is the game full of squares and cuboids, but you never know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to put this up 2 because this is going to be my floor here on this level. And these bits here I'm going to do a little bit something different. So the easiest thing to craft at the moment would be a shovel. Shovels are very useful for, well, as you would guess, moving dirt, getting rid of dirt, all that stuff. So what I'm going to do is craft one. There we go. As I said, one cobblestone at the top, 2 sticks. Now, what I'm going to do is get the shovel, and I'm going to clear out this a little bit more. And then we're going to clear out this whole entire floor, even underneath the blocks I've already placed down. Now, I didn't say this earlier, but furnaces are made in like a donut shape in the crafting table. So if you have 8, you don't need to do that. If you have 8 cobblestone and you put it in a shape like this, like a donut, you can make a furnace. Now that's what this is here, and this, you need a furnace to make a smoker, which cooks your food faster. And what I'm going to do is go back into the crafting table. I'm going to grab a stack of 29 here. Now this it's split up to a lot more oak planks. Now each wood log gives you 4 planks. There's a very good resource to use. How much this is going to make? Now this here is the recipe for oak wood stairs. You only need 1 per thingy, but I'm going to be making multiple here. I think 16 should be fine. What I'm going to do is put this along here, make it look a little better from the outside. You won't be able to see this from like the inside, so it doesn't matter. But the way you put stairs upside down is you look at the top side of the block you want to be placing it on, the way you will be placing on it. So if you're looking this way, the stairs will be facing towards you, and that will be the way to make it go upside down. I don't have an axe, so I'm going to have to use my hand. So I have 5 left. You can't really do a lot with that. I'm probably going to be using it later on anyway. So what I'm going to do is place... That's... okay. So what I'm going to be doing is placing wood planks all the way along here to be making your floor. Seems I've ran out, so I just use these 2 here. And this is going to be my little house. Now, as I said earlier, you can make your house as large as you want, as small as you want, as long as you have enough room or anything to keep all your items in. House is normally for you to sleep in, so you don't get mobs coming inside and attacking you and all that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to build this up. I'm going to be going up by, from this one I'm going to be going up by 3. 1, 2, 3. So that'll be 4 up. 1, 2, 3, 4. On all of them. So 1, 2, 3. I missed. 1, 2, 3. Jump on the bed. A bed you can jump on because they're just like trampolines, or a little bouncy. They can't bounce you higher though, unless you're at quite a high height. Now what I'm doing now is just bridging these across. Oak logs can be placed sideways. If you're placing it sideways, normally the way that logs are placed, lovely, it's raining, is the one you place it on is the way it's going to be facing upwards. So if you have one like the sideways one, I'm standing on here, you look at this one, you place, it's going to be facing that way. So I'm going to be going across this way. I'm going to be going across this way. As you can see, my stack and a half has gone down to just less than half a stack now. Can I sleep with this? I cannot. So what I'm going to do here is have a... Where I'm going to put my windows is I'm going to put it in the middle here. This is going to be my like split in the windows. So I'm going to have one here, I'm going to have one here. Now on this side it's going to be a bit tricky. I might do a fancy technique and just do this. And do that, and then I build up to the beams I made earlier. That there would be my windows for them too. Now again, same on this side. Actually no, I'm not. What I'm going to do for this side is make the door. The door is going to go in this gap here. The door can go up to 2 blocks wide, but you need 2 doors for that. I'm just going to use one for now. Put that there so that when I put the door down, I'm not putting it onto dirt. Now what I'm going to do with these stairs to make the house look a little better is put that above the door. So when I put the door down on this block facing if I'm on this side placing it, it'll place on this side where I'm looking now, here. If I'm look on this side and I place it, it'll place on this side of the block, opening that way against this block here. So what I want to do is place it this side so it opens against, I think it's this one, against this block here. And the storm and the rain has gone. Now there is lightning storms in this game that you need to watch out for. They can lightning strike your house and your house could go up in flames. But I'm going to be using a cobblestone roof, which will take me quite a while to get all the cobblestone. I'm going to be using a cobblestone roof to stop that from striking our house. And what I need is more stairs, so I'm going to craft some more. Now the easier way to be crafting, I've been crafting using the normal technique. What you can do is if you press L, well normally this is what you would see like first time. And you can see what you can craft that isn't shaded in red. So if I want to make a door, it makes 3 at a time. I clicked it once, and as I said, if I place it on this side, it places this side. Opens that way. You can't place another door on this block here. I just place one down here, like a numpty. Open, close, as you would. Now, again, I'm going to be making some stairs, as I said. So if I click it, it crafts it already in there for me. So if I click it again, just crafting it into here, and it already places all the stuff in for you. It's a very easy way. If you're starting out, you could use this system, but I've been used to this system. Very, very easy to use once you know the crafting recipes, which is why I'm telling you. So now, to carry on this, so what I'm going to do here is glass panes are going to be going in these for the windows, so they will look quite nice. Right, so what I'm going to do is put all my stuff back in this chest, stuff that I don't need. So this type of stuff, I don't need any of this anymore. I will keep my steak on me. I'm going to take this out just in case I need it. Put that above there so you know it's there. What I'm going to do is craft another cobblestone axe because I used it all when I was gathering wood earlier. I use up these 2 last planks I've got here. As you can see, there's different shades of planks depending on what biome you're in. So earlier I was chopping down some spruce trees, and a second ago I was chopping down some oak trees. They are different, and it's nice to have a difference in building when you want, really. You can choose what crafting material you want to use. So I'm gonna go like that. As I said, wood, very easy material to get a hold of, especially early game, so I would advise using that. So what I'm going to do now is arrange my inventory so I don't have a mess. I'm going to go out and grab some sand. Now sand spawns unfortunately only on beaches, so I'll be back when I can find some. And here we go, guys. I've found some sand. It wasn't that actually far from the house. I thought it would be a bit longer. But I'm just going to try and take some of this sand here. So again, like dirt, you use a shovel to dig it up. Very quickly, as you can see. Now guys, do not stay underneath the water for too long, because as you can see, there's bubbles above my hunger bar there. Once that runs out, you will start losing health. I think it's a heart at a time, maybe a half. I can't actually remember, but you will start dying if you go below that. Now what I'm going to do is stay at 26 here. It's a very even round number. Actually, what I'm going to do is place 2 more down, because all I need is 6 at a time. And if you know your maths, you only... well, 4 times 6 is 24. Now, as you can see, I was only just over here, and my house is right there. So you really... well, you normally can find sand quite easily. Now, what I'm going to do with the sand is I'm going to smelt it in the furnace here. Put 6 in at a time. Actually, I'm going to put 12 in. As you can see, I've split the thing in half. If you press, I think it's X or square on your controller, you split the stack in half. Like so. Now, what I'm going to do is to find the coal that I had from earlier. I'm going to use that to smelt this up. Now, as you can see, it's quite slow. Much slower than the smoker at cooking stuff. Now, glass can be smelted or cooked into glass. Sand can be smelted and cooked into glass, is what I'm trying to say. If I get 6 of these, I can make panes. 6 glass makes 16 panes, so it's very, very useful to get panes. And panes generally look much better than normal glass blocks as a window. Really depends on what you're making or what design you want to go for in your house. I'm going to take this. Now, smelting stuff also gives you XP. So we're going to go into the crafting table. I'm going to take the 6 glass that you had and separate it like this so that it's in 2 layers in the crafting table, and this makes 16 glass panes. Now what I'm going to do with these is put them, as I said before, in these little gaps that I've made for windows. You don't have to have this many windows, but in my pref now this is a good demonstration of why you shouldn't place in the wrong place. If you want to get rid of glass, it breaks. You cannot replace it unless you have a Silk Touch pickaxe. Silk Touch pickaxes, they're quite a high enchantment to get unless you're very lucky in finding them. Again, I'm going to put in the same. I put in the same recipe. Make 16 more, and this should be enough to finish up my windows, I hope. Yep, just enough. So with glass panes you can jump on the blocks here, which is very helpful in this situation. So I can put that like that, and there is our windows done. Now what I'm going to do now is go off and grab some cobblestone, as much as I can, to make a cobblestone roof out of stairs. I'll be back in a minute. Right guys, so now what we're going to do, as you can see, I've got a lot of cobblestone now. I've got about 2.5 stacks. I'm going to go onto the stone cutter. As I said before, the stone cutter is used for making slabs, fences, or walls I should say. This, stairs. Now the stairs is what we need for the roof, so I'm going to grab a load of stairs. Now if you have 26 in, it is very useful to use a stone cutter for crafting this type of stuff, because if you use the crafting table, it takes away. I'm going to use the normal method because it's quite annoying. If you use the normal method, which is 6 at a time, then you are losing about 2 blocks for every 4 that you make. Now what the stone cutter does is every single block that you put in turns into a single stair. Now that is much better because you are still keeping the 2 stairs or 2 blocks that you had and are using them to make 1 stair. It's very useful to know this. So what I'm going to do now is split the stack in half, put 32 in, make 32 stairs, because this roof is going to probably take up a lot of this cobblestone, and that will probably stack into that. So what I'm going to do now is try and make a way up, see if I have any. I do. Now dirt is the best thing to use to kind of get up onto the roof. What I'm going to be doing is kind of putting it over this way, having the pitch in the middle here. So what I'm going to be doing is making a little stairway. Oh, making a little stairway up to the stairs here. Now again, I'm going to be crouching so I can't fall off this block. It looks like I'm hovering over like the side here, but I'm still technically on that block. So what I'm going to do is placing this here if I can. There we go. So like the stairs before, if you're placing it and you want to be placing it, you can place it like right below me and it will just place down. If you want to place it like upside down, you do what I said before. You look at the top of the block, and if you want it facing the way you're facing, you just place it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I need a pickaxe. Gotta go and craft that quick. Right, now that I've got my pickaxe, I'm gonna mine this off, and I'm gonna keep building this across, like so. Keep placing on the bottom side of the block, so that it is facing like the normal way we can go up the stairs normally. Now with this bit here is a bit tricky. You're gonna have to literally find the edge of a block at the bottom and place it. Now this might take you a couple of tries, but if you're a veteran builder like me, you should really know what you're doing. What I'm going to do is place upside down blocks on these here. It'll look much better in the finished product. Now I'm going to be placing all along here if I can. There we go. Now again, I'm going to be placing upside down stairs there, like so. I'm doing it on both sides. Now what I'm going to be doing here is grabbing some cobblestone and putting it here. It is going to block this little hole that's in the stairs here. Do it on both sides. What I'm going to do is bring this all the way across to this point. That'll be helpful when I build the other side. So what I'm going to do next is build from here across, and I'm going to be building another one up like that, and that's going to be our base for the roof, like so. So what I'm going to do is carry on building up this side. You don't have to worry about the inside, it's the outside that you kind of have to worry about. Again, I'm going to be putting upside down blocks. I'm going to be crouching, placing it on the top side of the block so that the stairs is upside down. And if you want it facing you, you place it like coming towards you. So again, I'm going to be going across. Like so. Now this bit I'm going to leave until last. Again, I'm going to be doing the same thing on this side as I did the other side. So I'm going to be placing it down on the bottom side of the block, all the way along. Make sure we do the edges as well. Oh, it is getting night time. Right, so what we're going to do is make some more stairs in the stone cutter. And take another half a stack. Make another 54, that should be enough. Should be enough. Now what I'm going to be making next is, before I go up there, is some slabs. Now slabs are crafted in two. Now this is exactly the same kind of ratio you would get from crafting it in a crafting table. I'll show you how to do that quickly if you don't have a stone cutter. If I can grab it. So what you do, that's a chest. What you do is you separate it. If you're hovering over something, you want to put one down, you press square. It places one block down, and that's how I'm doing this. So you put 3 in a row at the bottom. You can put it anywhere, 3 in a row in the crafting table, I'm pretty sure. Let's do it now. Yep. You can put it anywhere in the crafting table, 3 in a row, along the middle, top or bottom, and it will make the slab. Now you can do this with wood or mostly any other material that you want to make. Now I don't want to use that yet. Finishing up this side of the roof. What I do is again place an upside down stair on both sides once I've finished this bit. Nope. There we go. Upside down stair. That again. We're going to do exactly the same as we did on the other side. So I'll be back when I've finished all this. Right, so now that I've finished this side of the roof, what I'm going to do is place a stone slab here on the top side of the block. I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. You can place it anywhere on the top side of the block, any part of the block. So if I place it on the top side of the stair, it stays on the top side of the stair. What I'm going to do is place stone slabs. That's not how you do it. Don't do that, because once you've made a whole entire block from a slab, it breaks both of them at the same time. when you break it with a pickaxe. Now what I'm going to do is make this go all the way along across to the same side as the other side, all the way to this block. I'm just going to go and craft some more slabs. Right, now that I've made my 6 slabs that I needed, I'm going to go up here, place them all down at the top here, and voila, we have a roof all completely covered. As you can see, the upside down stairs don't make it look so janky. Looks quite nice in my opinion. If you guys want to do it differently, you can, but this is the way I would do it. As you can see, the outside of the house, the glass panes are kind of overlapping this a little bit, but they stay in the middle of the block, whereas the stairs, they kind of go a little bit behind the middle of the block. Now I'll put stairs here, just so it makes it look quite nice, and in my opinion, this house has turned out pretty well. Very good starter house, easy to craft. Yeah. So that's it for this episode, guys. If you like the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.